What's good, YouTube, and welcome to the house. Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles.com has sent me something awesome once again, and let me say, if you hear that fan extra loud in the background, my AC's gone out, we're in Texas, it's still hot. I should have this replaced sometime next week. It's gonna be an expensive fix, but maybe this will help me out. It's a complete set of Spirit Warriors thanks to Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles.com for me to show you guys in 1080p 60 FPS. They reflect so well, you can actually, if I tilt them at the right angle, see my camera in it. So I'm gonna try to get you the best angle possible here on each one. I really love the weather painters and how they work. They're called Weathery from the OCG, and I really like how they look, how they work. I find them to be an underrated stun deck, and I really hope somebody tops a regional with these. Here's our shorter print, as I know it, the Weather Painter Snow. I heard from English cases there's about to 7 to 8 per case, not the 6 per case originally heard around from EU sets, so that's really good to know that there might be a few more running around, but that's still shorter printed than the rest of the secrets besides those 2 magical musketeers that we'll get into later. Weather Painter Cloud. I just love how these look. They are awesome. Man, it's just an amazing archetype to me. This guy, this is my soul monster here of the set. The red glowing eyes, like my YouTube thumbnail from Market Watch today. Oh man. Oh, and here is their beater, Thunder 17 hundo. Ain't no joke for a level 3. Then we've got their tribute monster. I don't know that a lot of builds will be playing this, but she looks amazing. I could see people collecting binders full of this one once it's super duper cheap. It looks really awesome. Actually, I could see people collecting this archetype as a whole. I feel like I would. We got the Weather Painter Rain, super rare. They're nerds just like me. Sunny Canvas. Painting that sunny canvas. And the rest of the canvases, we got snowy canvas. Rainy canvas. Just the art of this and the creatures they created for this archetype, I really enjoy. I expect some of you artists out there to be using this. And the secret rare trap, one of their really good battle stopper traps. The Weathery Thunder Canvas. It makes them disappear at the start of damage step so they don't get an attack redeclaration should anything happen that the monster would, you know, stay. We got Auroral Canvas. We got Caspar. We're into the Magical Musketeers, and here's one of the 2 shorter prints. Looks real nice. That foiling dough. And here's the other starter card and short print for the archetype, Starfire. This is probably the most meta-relevant deck from this set. I still find it to be a little overrated, but it's pretty good. Doc is kind of Caspar, but for graveyard resources, if I recall. We got Kid Brave, which kind of turns anything into a D-draw. Cowboy for game, bang, bang. Hopefully all these guns don't lead to demonetization. Here we have Calamity. She's rocking it. Looks like she could fit a jukebox in her bazooka there. And then we've got Wild. He reminds me of Spencer from Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Looks real awesome. We got Cross Domination, perhaps their best spell. In my opinion, it's really good. It was really hyped at original pre-sale prices, but as the market started to really turn for them, Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles helped cool that down with $3.40 copies. Magical Musket Steady Hands, keep them hands steady. Doubles the attack and defense of a Magical Musketeer, but only the original attack, and it can't attack directly that turn, I believe. Next, we've got Last Stand. This is an amazing counter trap, and most of them let you activate it from the hand. Really nice. We've got Dancing Needle. I've heard people pulled a few of these, but I think it's regular ratio. Maybe that's just bad luck. We got Desperado. Kind of a Regeki break. Turns any of them into Trident, essentially. And we got Fiendish Steel. I was so happy when this was announced. Protection for the archetype. Next we've got Zakiel. Again, the bigger monster. Probably not running so many people's versions of the deck. But really nice looking. And another cover card. Rihan, their Contact Fusion for the new 6 Samurais. I think it was a really cool card to be released. A little bit late, but hey. I would have loved to see this come out around the time of Geysars. That would have been cool. Next, we've got Secret Rare Shien. Oh, the memories. I really tried to use this deck at that YCS when it was first introduced. I faced 8 different matchups day one. That was crazy. I then topped the regional after with it, but you'd rather be topping YCSs. Next, we got Kizaru. Reminds me kind of Kizan. These are the new Secret 6 Samurais. That's why they've been hidden so long. They were secrets. And most of the Secret 6 Samurais are secrets in the set. Here's Doji. Next, we've got Hatsume. She looks nice. Fuma. A lot of people are excited about this level 1 tuner. Gets effects when it's destroyed. Doesn't matter where or when or how, as long as it's getting destroyed. Next, we've got Gemba. I think he's the only one who's not a secret that's a Secret 6 Samurai. Poor guy. Excluded. Next, we've got the legendary 6 Samurais. Mizuho. Another super reprint for Shinai. These supers look awesome. I actually like that they have the holo up there. We got Kageki. Hand of the 6 Samurai. Now that's a throwback. I remember being so excited for this guy's release. Well, I don't know about guy. Let's not assume genders. SHIEN'S Advisor. How's that advising going? We got Kizan. Oh, the release of this card was insane. It just dominated that YCS. We got Backs to the Wall. I remember trying to make this card good so hard. Man, the 2007 memories. Double-edged sword technique. Bring back 2 monsters. I doubt we'll see much for either of those cards for Link Summoning, but it's a possibility. Magatama and Super Rare. Hey. That looks pretty good. Next we've got Shien. And you notice my camera doesn't reflect so much in these Super Rares. They're a little more resistant to that. Grandmaster of the 6 Samurai. My, the times that we've had. It's good to see you, old friend. Shien's Smoke Signal. I think this already had a super. Could be mistaken. Asceticism of the 6 Samurai. Very nice to see. Ooh, 6 Samurai United, the squad. This is the only reason I've got a W. Secret Skills of the 6 Samurai. New card. Kind of reminds me of Cunning of the 6 Samurai. Gateway. So many of you guys remember this card's release. Then it didn't do anything for a while, but man, it did break the legendary 6 Samurais. Nice to see it in another super rare. Although I would have liked to see it in secret. Shien's Dojo Super. Although that foiling is actually really nice down inside. That new WinCon quote unquote. At They had to do another picture with the squad. It's only fair. They're on United. I'd like to see the legendary 6 Samurais in a squad pick. Return of the 6 Samurai. That actually looks really cool like that. We got Super Honest. Heard people were kind of excited for this. Dual Saga's Honest is actually worth a little bit, like $3 or $4, so maybe this will cool that price, but Honest always a good card to have, and this is the most updated text, I assume. Yeah, has to be, right? This just released. Photon Veil. It just looks pretty. I think that's why they included it. Constellar Belt. There are some random cards in here. We've got Beckoning Light. So they're like helping the light monsters and hurting them here with their releases in this. I got a little white on there. It's not coming off. Seems to be a printing thing. Battle Guard Howling. Works with all those samurais because they're warriors. I always like the Joey monsters. Scrap Iron Scarecrow. People were joking about, would this be good with the magic bullets? You're able to flip it up again and again. And Scrap Iron Statue. I like this one with the Stardust in the picture. Man, that star looks pretty. And our final card, not such an exciting end. Miraculous Descent. Again, a huge thanks to YugiOhSingles.com for sending me the set to show to you guys in its entirety. You can always check them out for great prices on release. They beat most people's pre-release prices. I usually show them off on the Market Watch anyways to remind you guys whenever they hit a pre-release. I like my sponsors for different reasons, such as Troll and Toad. You know, their hot buy list goes in and ham sometimes. But Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles is definitely infamous / famous for their just murdering of prices, such as, I believe, Cross Domination. I'm going to show you Cross Domination here. I even showed it off. When they released their price, nobody was selling this for under $10. I think Troll and Toad was actually the cheapest at $10. And on eBay, it was like $14. They were selling this for $3.40 versus everybody else's prices. It was just insane. They could have put it at other prices and tried to juice, but they just went in like they should. So always check them out on pre-sales. I personally do. You guys should also.